Hi guys, it's Nancy and we are doing another hotel crafting video with Miss Gina K Designs new May 2025 release here. I didn't bring a whole bunch here. I tried to stuff as much as I could in a little box. So I brought, well, let me just show you. In my car lives swing line laminator for work, okay? So what I have in the box is one little roll of deco foil, Polyglaze Ruffled Blooms set, mini mink, scissors, some mini blending brushes, okay, 2 watercolor brushes, a fine and a medium. I have 2 green inks, Gina K's Jelly Bean Green, Grass Green, Wild Dandelion, Tangerine Twist, Black Onyx, and Black Amalgam. And then I have Light Orchid and Medium Orchid. So not very much there. Some Connect Glue. Then I have the Ruffled Blooms Stencil. And then the stamps and dies. Okay. I don't think I'll be able to cut out the big one, but I brought the little baby Intri-cut and the cutting plates. Okay. So nothing too big there. I actually forgot my stand, so I'm borrowing my friend Tracy's stand. And Mini Misty, I brought my little trimmer. I have some cardstock, pre-cut layering cardstock from Gina K, some card bases, and then I have my Gina K travel scoreboard and my trimmer from Gina K. And then I just have some watercolor pencils. That's it. That's all I have, you guys. I don't think I have anything else. So very, very light this trip because I just thought I'll just do some coloring and some foiling. That's all I'm going to do. Coloring and foiling. And that's it. I'm only on this trip for 2 days. So I wanted to travel light. And like I said, I even forgot my camera mount. So even if I couldn't film this, I was just going to color. And that's it. So I may not even get to stamping. We might just do some coloring and foiling. And I may not even do the watercolor part. I might just use the color pencils as regular color pencils. But let's do that real quick. Let's do the foiling parts first. I've had the laminator on for a little bit now. And go from there and see how we do. So I can do one with the stencils, and I might just even have to fussy cut this because I didn't realize how big these are. Didn't think about that, and I brought the little guy. Or I might just have to color them and stencil them and cut them out when I get home. But let's do the foiling part. I don't even know how many pieces of foil in here. Like I said, threw them in the bag real quick. I didn't even have enough foil in here. Just enough to do a couple pieces. I don't have a dusty brush. Better hope this is a clean room. I'm not going to grab one of my... I only have one makeup brush. This is why we do on the road hotel crafting. I don't even have an extra pair of scissors. These are not my dedicated foil scissors. As you can tell, they are quite sticky. You know what? I have makeup scissors. I should grab my makeup scissors. They're probably sharper than these. Okay. We'll go like that. I am going to have to cut around this. And then I'll have to die cut it when I get home. So this is going to be rather sloppy. And we'll have to cut it pretty later. Okay, we're going to pretend Nancy did Dusty Dusty. And actually with the polyglaze, you don't even need to worry about that. And I, once again, don't have any copy paper. So we're going to be very careful here. Not really worried about it because it's a laminator and not a ink machine. So if I destroy it, it's not like I don't own 50 laminators. Believe me, I do. I can die cut these sentiments out. But let's stencil this one. And then I think we'll stamp and maybe watercolor the other one. I don't even have a mat. Do I have a sticky mat inside my I might have a sticky mat inside my Misty we can stick it on. I don't even have any tape. This is bare minimum here, you guys. Hopefully that worked. Let's see. Voila! Pretty good. Ha-ha! Hotel crafting at its finest, you guys. It's pretty good. I'm going to turn this guy off and move him aside. Thank you, work laminator. That's actually pretty good. I don't have any miss spots. If anything, I have one little extra piece right there. That just flaked right off. Ta-da! Hotel crafting, you guys. Can I move you guys down a little closer? Ooh, trying not to drop my phone. Okay. Ta-da! It's magic. All right. You know what? I don't think we need a piece of tape. We're just gonna go with the flow here. Other people go on business trips and go out for fancy dinners with their coworkers. Nancy runs back to her hotel room and makes YouTube videos with her Gina K goodies. Okay, so these are numbered in the bottom corner here. Or wait, where did I see the number? Maybe there's no numbers. Am I imagining things? I am imagining things. Okay, never mind. No numbers on these. Never mind. You just color it whatever color you want to color it. What? Now I'm just seeing things. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I like to start with the bigger flowers first, and I go lightest to darkest. So and I'm going to have two different color flowers here. So I'm going to have the yellow and orange and the pinks. And then I have the greenery. So we don't need those. So let's do the greenery first. And you can foil and then stencil or stencil and then foil. It really doesn't matter. With the dye inks, they're not going to hurt anything. I know I sound like a broken record if you watch my last couple videos. Do not recommend using pigment inks or alcohol inks because they will alter your foils and sometimes they may dull or peel up your foils. So you can color first and then foil. It doesn't really matter which way you do this. All right, so I'm just lining up my stencil. If I had tape, this would be easy to do because I would tape it down to the table. But we're working with what we have. I'm going to use Jelly Bean Green here. And then, like I said, when I get home, I'll use the bigger Intri-cut and cut this out. Or I guess I could fussy cut it out if I really wanted to. Okay, there's our green. Okay, and then for the flowers, there's two different sections. You can see when you line them up. So there's an exterior and an interior. And then this are these two flowers, same thing. There's an exterior and an interior. So I like to do the exterior or the bigger part of the flower in a lighter color and then the smaller part of the flower in the darker color. So I think I'll do this one in the this is going to be tough because I'm mixing up my colors here. Okay, I think I'll be okay. I think I'm going to stick to, okay, so it's just different petals. So I think I can stick to two colors. All right, I think it's just different petals. We'll be okay here. Yes, it's just masking them off and it's different petals. All right, so I think we're going to be okay with doing, let's do orange and yellows. I'm feeling the orange and the yellows today. Actually, I think we could do three colors. Let's do the pinks and the yellow. Oh, a little bold here. Yeah, I think we'll be okay because this is masking off the three different layers. Okay. I know, I'm talking too much. Nance, just get the coloring. All right, I'm getting there. They're not numbered, so you just kind of have to look and decide how you want to do it. All right, so this one, a little bit bigger, or this is more the medium, so I'm going to do light orchid for these. And I'm starting from the center and just kind of pulling that color out. And I'm being very kind of light-handed with this color. You can always add more. This has a really pretty purple to it, that orchid. So I think having the yellow in the centers will really offset that and pair well with it. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and I'm going to stay with the same color, and that's medium. Oh, that's medium orchid. Sorry, not light. Oh, that is light orchid. Let me move these two out of the way. That is light orchid we're working with. Okay, now we're going to go with, okay, that's the whole outline, so I'm not worried about that one yet. Going in with this one, which is going to mask off the ones we just did. Okay, now those I'm going to go in with medium orchid. So it's going to be a little bit brighter, almost like a hot pink. Again, starting off with the centers and pushing that color out. This color is much brighter of a pink, like a fuchsia. And I want to make sure I'm lined up there. I noticed I was off alignment at the bottom here. And again, I like to start from the center and push that color out from the center. Okay, that's the medium orchid. All right, there you can see the difference in those two purples. Okay, and then now I'm going to go in with the centers. Okay, now the center stencil is not only the center of the flowers, but it's also going to be the stems. So I'm going to do two different colors for this. I'm going to do the centers in yellows, and then I'm going to go back in with the green and do the stems. So I want to make sure we're lined up precisely on that because the stems are very narrow and I don't have a small blending brush. So I'm going to really have to kind of take my time. Okay. So the centers of the flowers I'm going to do in yellow. Oh, that might be a little too much ink on that one. Very bright. Okay, and then green for the stems. I'm just going to try to ink up just the edge of the brush and swipe into the stem. Okay. All right, and then that last one, this is a great one if you wanted to do the Gina K gel, the fuse gel, and just give it a clear overlay. That's what this one's for. So we're not going to use that one. So I did not bring any gel with me. But look how pretty this is. All finished. That foil looks beautiful. And that's called, that is the Thermoweb Deco Foil. What is the name of this one? Gold Shattered Glass. Oops. So pretty. And just stencils just line up beautifully. And then if we wanted to die cut it, we could die cut it, which I didn't. Not going to do that right now. Okay, let's get into second way of coloring them, which is to actually stamp this out and color it. And the polyglaze and the dies that come into the set. Now, the polyglaze does not come in the set. Okay, the polyglaze has to be purchased separately, but the dies that come in the card kit do line up perfectly. So when you get the card kit, these dies line up with the polyglaze perfectly. But let's stamp this out and let's color it. Now, obviously, the stencil is going to match when you stamp it up, but I wanted to see about using some of my watercolor pencils here and seeing how that would look. Now, I did not bring a heat tool, so we'll see. Now, with Gina K, you know, you get a free item if you spend $75. You also get free shipping if you spend, I believe it's more than, I could be mixed up here. I think it's free item if you spend 75 and free shipping if you spend 50, or vice versa, free item if you spend 50 and free 75. I could be vice versa. I'll put it down in the thing. But if you don't want the incentive stamp set, you can get this layering weight cardstock, and you get 20 sheets. This is great if you're traveling. It's already pre-cut. It's the same layering weight. So that's what I grabbed, because you guys know sometimes you spend more and you don't want the stamp set, or you already have the stamp set. So I grabbed this. All right, let's stamp this out and see how this is going to look. Nice big floral stamp set. Oh, it's just slightly bigger. I'm gonna go off the page a little bit. I'm gonna move this. Okay. And let's use the black onyx ink. That looks pretty good. Realize I don't have any stamp cleaner either. That's okay. I'll just use a little soap and water in the bathroom and clean it. Okay, now we want color pencils. Little too late. So I think I may have mentioned in my first unboxing video that during my move, the first set was supposed to be sent to me and it was accidentally sent to my old address, which the post office did finally forward to me to my new address. But Gina K's team also sent me a second set. So I'm going to do a giveaway. If you would like a chance to win this card kit, if you did not get a chance, have not had a chance to purchase this yet, I would like to know, what do you do when you travel? Do you guys do any crafting when you travel? So hopefully you have seen some of my hotel travel adventures. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Nancy. I travel a lot for my primary job. Next month, I will be on the road basically 3 weeks out of the month. So sometimes I fly, sometimes I drive. This time I drove because I moved, so I wanted to just see how far the drive would be. Next week I will be flying to Georgia for a couple days. So when I get a chance to drive, I do like to pack a big bag with me. Unfortunately, my big bag is still MIA, so that's why I could only pack a very small bag this time. But curiosity is, what do you travel? Where do you travel? What do you take with you when you travel? Do you get to do any crafting, or do you leave all your crafting supplies at home and say, nah, I'm taking a break from it? I know a lot of you guys have said, yeah, we have an RV and I take my stuff on the RV, or yeah, I go and visit family and friends, and my sister-in-law likes to craft with me, and so I bring my craft supplies with me, or I craft with the grandkids, or my love of crafting came from visiting family and friends. Like my friend Tracy, she learned this because her sister did crafting. And when Tracy's sister unfortunately passed, Tracy inherited all of this crafting stuff. And Tracy was like, what is all this stuff? What do I do with it all? And that's how Tracy learned how to do all this stuff. So I want to know, what do you guys do when you travel? Do you take your crafting supplies with you and do all of this, or no? So comment in the video below, and someone is going to win the extra Gina K card kit that was sent to me accidentally, because post office kind of messed up, didn't forward my stuff like they were supposed to. And the rest of you, if you don't want to take that chance and you would like to order this kit, it is still available. It hasn't sold out yet, as of filming this video anyway. So you can click the link down below. Please click yes to cookies. There was one stamp set that I was super excited to show you guys. It unfortunately did sell out. That was the mountain scenes. I don't have it in front of me. I was looking forward to bringing that one in, stamping and coloring with that one. I am just doing basic coloring here. This is a watercolor set. I was going to try to watercolor it, but then I realized, you know what, this paper might be too thin to watercolor. So I am just doing regular pencil coloring. I'm not even going to use any Gamsol. I'm just doing regular coloring, just blending my colors. And you know what? It's looking pretty good. So not doing any Gamsol. I'm not doing any watercoloring. I'm just doing regular coloring here and just blending the pencils, letting them do their own thing. And I think it's looking pretty good. What do you guys think? This is just two different colors of greens. These are Castle Arts watercolor pencils. And forgive me, I cannot read because my eyes are going berserko here. Okay, Castle Green Deep and Leaf Green Light. I don't even have a sharpener. Does this kit come with a sharpener? I noticed it came with some sponges and some watercolor brushes. Don't even have a sharpener. Things I'm learning as I do my traveling here. Okay. I think since I did the other ones in yellow and pinks, and I really wanted to do oranges, I want to do like red oranges with this set. So let me see what color pencils we have here. Yes, we got plenty of red oranges here. Orange Lake Light and Cadmium Orange Middle. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching my videos and putting up with me during my move. Someone commented the other day that I really needed to get organized and they had a really hard time watching my videos. I'm sorry. I know my lighting hasn't been great. I haven't been very organized, not my usual style. I've always been a wing it kind of person. So if you are new to my channel, I don't edit my videos. I don't do voiceovers. I think I did one edit and one voiceover video. Okay. That's not who I am. I am still learning along the way. Generally, my expertise is foiling. So if you want to learn about foiling, I have like 500 videos on foiling, toner foiling, and hot foiling. But I do not plan out my videos. I do not edit my videos. I do not cut anything out of my videos. I don't fluff anything. So I'm learning along the way. I will admit they have been a little sloppy lately because I decided a few weeks ago to uproot my family, sold my house, and moved. So I went from a whole basement into basically a 10 by 10 room, and I still have not unpacked or found half of my supplies. So I still am dedicated to a few of my design teams. And so finding supplies that I was used to knowing where everything is a little challenging right now. I don't know where everything is. So yes, things are a little discombobulated and my videos, the lighting is not right. Supplies are everywhere. I don't know where half my paper is. And yes, it is a hot mess on the videos right now. As far as me talking too much and blabbering my way through, that's just me. It's always been that way. So, I'm always going to be honest about the products that I'm using. If I like them, if I don't like them, I'm never going to lie to you. I don't do that. It's gotten me in hot water in the past. But yeah, my videos are very long for that reason, because I don't shortcut anything. I don't cut anything out. I don't edit anything. You can tap the right side of your screen real quick 2 times, tap, tap, and you can fast forward this video. Or if you miss something, you can tap the left side of your screen and rewind it if you want to go back and see it. But I am trying to slow down and enjoy the little things in life. So you will see that I am trying to do more coloring, more explaining of what I'm doing. As I get more organized in the new house, I will have more supplies readily available. I don't know that I'll do any more editing of the videos. That's still not something I do, because I live and work a very busy life. So if I sit down and say I'm going to make a video, I generally just turn the camera on and go. So if you want a more organized and more edited content, that's not going to come from me. This is not my livelihood. This is just fun for me. So I appreciate your comment. But please be just aware that I did just move into that house. Things are a little bit all over right now. Not going to go back and edit the video and edit that stuff out. Not me. Sorry. All right. This one's a little bit sloppy, but I'm going to go in and clean it up. Okay, so the lighter color was Orange Lake Light. The medium color was Cadmium Orange Middle. And then I want a little bit darker color. Orange Lake. All right, these I might go in and add a little water too, just to blend these flowers out, because I'm not liking how sloppy I made my flowers. I really like this orange red though. I might do my nails this color. I need a blender pencil. There is no blender pencil. I guess that's what the water's for. Okay, I am going to go grab a paper towel. I'll be right back. Okay, hotel paper towel. All right, I'm going to grab my fine brush here, and I'm just very lightly just going to dab a little bit of water out. Or not. Does this have water in it? Yeah, it does. Doesn't want to squeeze out though. Why? Why? Okay, there we go. And I just want to Like magic. How pretty. Look, it's like I painted it, but I didn't. I just colored it. I don't want water coming out of my brush. I just want the tip of my brush just being damp. Because, again, this is not watercolor paper. Basically the same thing Gamsol does when you have Gamsol with regular wax pencils. It just melts that pencil down and smooths everything out. And I am not squeezing my pencil. It's whatever is on the tip of that pencil. It's just moistened. Not squeezing any additional water out. And I'm just dragging the color from the middle out to the tips of the petals there. That's why I did it darker in the middle and lighter in the centers there. I mean, lighter on the edges. I said that wrong. Okay, this is done. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside to dry, but we can stamp out sentiment. This one we can put on a card base. So let's do that. This one we can finish up. Actually, let's foil out a card base, the sentiment, and we'll die cut it and put it on card base. This was becoming a really long video. I'm sorry, guys. We'll set that aside to dry. Let's turn this back on. Okay, so we have a card base. We have our base. We have our sentiments. We need to pick a sentiment. Okay, because these are so small, and I need to make sure they feed through that, I'm going to foil this whole sheet. So we're going to foil this whole thing. So I don't want to take any chances. Of anything getting messed up. And I don't have a dusty brush. And I'm going to foil first, die cut second. Okay, hopefully I let that run long enough. We'll see here in a second. Ta-da! Perfect! Ah, love it. Okay, so it says, you are on my mind. Thoughts and prayers, and sending love. All right, so put this. I'm going to cut out, you are on my mind. And then All right, so we're just going to die cut that for now, and then we'll have the outside of the card done. Now, can I get this done without tape? You can do it, Nancy. I believe in you. It's the perfect size. Where's my glue? Here's my glue. And my glue doesn't want to come out. Get to the end, and then I can't get the glue out. I don't want to squeeze it too hard because then I'll have glue everywhere. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm going to weigh this down like that. Give that a second. And I'll just replay for you guys what I did here. So this one, we use the poly glaze, and then we use the coordinating stencil to fill it in. Again, the poly glaze is not part of the kit. You'd have to purchase that separately. And then the other one, we stamped it and then just colored it out. All right. So if you want a chance to win the kit, I did show a couple of different things I've done with the kit. You can go back and watch my previous videos. Comment below, what do you guys do when you're traveling? Do you do any crafting? I'm curious. Have you watched any of my hotel series videos? You can check them all out. But to get a chance to win, just comment down below. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, click down here and hit the bell and subscribe to my channel. If you had fun watching me, click the thumbs up. Would love to see you. I have more giveaways coming, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to learn more about foiling, join our Facebook group. It's called the Foiling Snobs Club. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Hopefully you had fun watching me color and watching me foil on today's hotel crafting video. Bye, guys. Catch you on the next one. See ya.